Hola borrachos y borrachas, welcome back to my channel. So, as you all know, I asked on my Instagram if you guys would love to see an esthetician grade my skincare routine. And that is what we're doing here today. Today I have Samantha Vera here.
Hey.
So go ahead and introduce yourself, let us know who you are.
Okay, so my name is Samantha Vera. I'm 28 years old. I've been a licensed massage therapist for 6 years, a licensed esthetician for 5. I'm the owner of Natural Balance Skincare and Massage, and I've had my business for 5 years.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I came to Sam about a week and a half ago because I had crazy dryness on my skin. I had came with her before, but I didn't really have any like skin problems that I was trying to like target. So just kind of having a facial that you kind of just have routine just to make sure that you're cleansing your skin. But this time I came with a problem. I was having really like a lot of dryness in my cheeks, on my forehead, and those were like the main areas. I didn't get too much on the chin, but I was breaking out as well. And so I was confused because my skincare routine was focused on preventing acne because I have suffered with acne for years, and maybe for the past 2 years, I've really controlled it. I've really loved my skin. So I didn't know what I was doing wrong because I had recently changed my skincare routine, but I thought I had it like locked. I was like, I know what I'm doing to my skin. Like I know what kind of products work for me. Bullshit. I don't apparently. So I'm gonna run down my skincare routine before. That way, Sam can tell you what I was doing wrong.
Yes.
Okay. So first, in the mornings, right, I would wash my face with the Neutrogena oil-free acne wash, and this is a pink grapefruit one. And I've heard people raved about it for acne, so I was like, you know what? I'm trying to prevent all kinds of acne, so like, let's do it. So I would wash my face in the mornings with this once in a while, just really depending if I felt my skin was dirty or not, and maybe that was one of the wrong things too. But I would do that in the morning. And then at night, when I was done with my day, I would actually go back in with this twice. So I would cleanse my face to remove any makeup, any like buildup and all that stuff. And then the second one was to make sure that I got all of that makeup off. So I was trying to do like a double cleanse because I removed makeup wipes from my like system. Okay. And then once or twice a week, I would use this oil-free acne wash pink grapefruit foaming scrub. So this was a scrub, and it was like just so I can like remove all the dead skin cells. And again, that's why I didn't understand why I was having so much dry skin if I was trying to remove it. Then in the morning and at night, I would use this Garnier Skin Active Hydrating 3-in-1 Moisturizer. It was for day and night, and it was also a mask. So when I started realizing that I was getting all of these crazy dryness spots, all this stuff, so I would really like pack it on. Yeah. Just look like a ghost because I was like trying to like get
moisturize your skin.
Yeah. Exactly. And then, And then the Neutrogena on the spot acne treatment. This has been amazing for the past few years. This is something that I've never removed from my routine. I've been doing it since I started really actively trying to get rid of my acne. So this is the one that I would use just on like little breakouts. Anytime I had a pimple here or there, I would put it on. This doesn't go all over my face, by the way. So that was my routine every single day. Okay. We set up the products a little differently just so that way you can understand what order I was using these products in my daily routine. So go ahead, Sam.
Okay, so you were using the cleanser 3 times a day, right? Yeah. So this cleanser contains salicylic acid. So basically what salicylic acid is, it's an exfoliator to the skin. It actually starts diminishing away your acne spots. It starts eliminating, blackheads, acne. And it's very good if you use it correctly, but you were using it incorrectly, right? So basically, when you overuse salicylic acid, that's what causes irritation to the skin, inflammation, and flaky skin. That's what you were having, right?
Yeah. What's like too much?
Too much is 3 times a day, right? Especially 3 times a day. Maybe if you were to use it once in the morning and then twice at night, but with a different cleanser, more like a gentler cleanser, like the green tea, the one you took home with you, then that would have worked a little bit better on you. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And so then that was the first one, and then I was using a scrub.
Okay. So you were using a scrub, and how often were you using the scrub?
Once or twice a week. Twice was a little bit pushing it. It was just a little, it was mainly once a week.
Okay, and when you bought the scrub, what brought you to the scrub? What was it that...
Well, the fact that, again, the cleanser, I was doing the pink grapefruit, but I wanted to, I know I'm supposed to remove my dead skin cells every, like, once a week or so. So that was one of the reasons I bought the scrub.
Okay.
And, I don't want to because of the beads.
Yes.
So I'm a big, I'm like for the world, and I didn't want to use it, but I couldn't find another scrub, and so that's why I got that one. It was just easy to grab.
Easy to grab. Okay, so what I noticed on both, on the cleanser and the scrub, they both say wash, right? So basically, also my clients or people, you know, in general think that by wash, it's a cleanser. You're going to be using it every day. So that one actually does contain salicylic acid as well. So aside from cleansing your skin 3 times a day and exfoliating twice a day, you were actually using salicylic acid and salicylic acid again. So that's another reason why your skin was inflammation, flaky, and whatnot.
So I was just adding a drying product on top of another drying product.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. And actually these products are for acne prone skin, and you're not acne prone skin. And I know I have a lot of people that think like, oh, okay, I break out and you know I'm acne prone skin, so I want everything the harshest chemicals, the strongest, you know, that's out there. But that's not the case.
Yeah, I think it's just I'm very what's the word, like traumatized from when I was like I had all these crazy breakouts here in my cheeks, and then I had my chin. And so I'm just traumatized, and I try really hard not to go back to that way of life. So I'm really trying not to break out again. I'm trying to make sure that my skin is always like at bay.
Okay.
And so then, I guess I was trying to really combat the dryness from all of that with this moisturizer because it was 3-in-1, and I could use it as a mask.
Okay.
So what I was using, was that bad too?
Okay, so the moisturizer, and it's marketing 101, right? What's the first thing that you noticed when you bought this moisturizer?
Yeah, so I noticed the green and the blues. It kind of caught my attention.
Yes, and when we think green and blue, we think automatically natural, plant-based products, and we want everything that's more on the natural side.
Yeah.
Another thing that I noticed on that moisturizer was the aloe vera plant. So it has a little picture of the aloe vera plant. And actually here in the bottom, it's actually in bold letters, it says aloe juice. So you see that as well, and you're like, okay, perfect, like this is for me, it's going to be moisturizing. And especially we know that aloe vera plants, they're like amazing for, you know, so many benefits. So you think, okay, this is for me, right? This is going to moisturize my skin. In fact, when I actually did a little research on that moisturizer, and I look on the back, if you look on the back of the ingredients, right there in the bottom, what does it say?
Not naturally derived.
So all those products, all those chemically, you know, formulated products are not naturally derived. And 2 of those products in there are actually 2 different types of alcohol, and it has salicylic acid.
That's crazy because this is a moisturizer, and yet it's still not moisturizing my skin.
Exactly. So you were using salicylic acid here on your cleanser, and then on your exfoliator, and then on your moisturizer. And
then I was adding this on-the-spot treatment to my skin.
Okay.
Because I was still trying to get rid of my breakouts.
Yes. So, actually that on-the-spot treatment from Neutrogena, it's actually a good one if you put it on the spot. That's why it's called on the spot.
Yeah.
But I've actually had clients come in and they use, you know, on-the-spot products, and they apply it all over their skin, thinking maybe because, oh, I might have, you know, 3 or 4 little breakouts here, I'm going to apply it, you know, on this full area, and they start drying out and flakiness starts happening on that little patch because they're using a strong product on their skin.
Yeah, and so I started using this, like I said, a few years ago. Not the same bottle. So I started using this a few years ago, and I would only put it on the spot because it said hit.
Yeah.
And 2, because when I was really trying to combat my acne, the person who was doing my microdermabrasion and all of that just told me, if you're having a breakout, you can use a spot treatment, but only on that. So I just kind of stuck with that in my head too.
Okay, good. That's perfect.
Yeah, so, but this always worked for me. These are products that I was just really trying to compensate for the product that I stopped using. So you mentioned natural balance is naturally balanced. You know, everything that you use is from fruits. It's all natural, organic, and all of that. And so one of the cleansers that I had been using before was also similar to your products. And so I never made it out to go and grab another one, and I just found it easier to grab these.
Okay.
So do you think maybe products that are at the drugstore shouldn't be, like, we shouldn't grab those, or should we just...
Maybe there might be 1 or 2 brands that I have personally used that I like, but it's like whenever you go to a doctor, right? And you want to get treated for your illness, you're not going to tell your doctor, well, what can I go get over the counter, right? It's the same thing with estheticians. You ask, and I have 90% of my clients, they always ask me, what do you recommend that I could buy at the drugstore? Mm-hmm. And I always tell them, look, I've only tried maybe 1 or 2 brands that are over the counter before I learned about skincare and taking care of yourself. And I used 1 product, mm-hmm. and it was Aveeno. I really love Aveeno. Aveeno's a good product, but I started using my skincare line, and it's been just amazing. I mean, I'm a walking, what is it called? Advertisement. Yeah, I'm a walking advertisement for my business. And sometimes I don't wear foundation to work. And I tell my clients, look, I'm not wearing foundation today. Yeah. And they're like, oh, wow, like, and they still ask me, what can I get over the counter? And, my
I've asked you that plenty of times.
Yes, you've asked me that. And it's okay. But I would recommend for you, whenever you go to a skincare professional and they recommend you their skincare line, it's for a reason.
Yeah. And so I started using some of her products. We'll do that in another video. Mm-hmm. But maybe around day 3-ish, I want to say ish, because I think on day 3 I was still having some little dry spots that were still trying to recuperate. But I have really recovered from all of the dryness. I used I changed my cleanser. I have a scrub already as well. You gave me a sample of that, and I love it. And then even a moisturizer, and they're all very hydrating. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I do have oily skin, but moisturizing your skin isn't a bad thing if you have oily skin.
Exactly.
So, yes. So we'll talk about that in another video, guys. But what do you recommend for someone who is looking at the drugstore? What can we do to make sure that we can prevent this?
Okay, so the first thing that I would do is don't look at the pretty packaging. I know pretty packaging sells, it's pink, it has glitter. It's blue and green, it's natural. No, always look at the ingredients in the back. That's the most important thing, especially if you're not acne-prone skin, if you're not oily skin. Make sure that your products don't have any type of acid, whether it's a BHA, which is a beta-hydroxy acid, or an AHA, which is alpha hydroxy acid. So just make sure that it doesn't have those 2. Okay. And I'm not saying acids are bad. Acids are actually good when you use them correctly on the correct product.
Sam, how often do you recommend us to get a facial?
Okay, so I would recommend probably every 4 to 6 weeks. That's the recommended for anybody to get a facial. But sometimes I have my clients that come in every 2 or 3 weeks if they're actually doing some acne treatments. Also, if you're not, regular on your facials and you haven't kept up with your, skincare routine, I recommend to come at least every 4 weeks for about 3 months. And then after that, you're already learning, how to your skincare regimen. You're coming to me, and then after that, we'll do every 6 weeks after that. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. Mm-hmm. So you guys can follow Sam. Where can they follow you?
So you can find me on Instagram at nbskincare.massage. You can also find me on Facebook as well at Natural Balance Skincare and Massage.
Okay, awesome. And she's located here in McAllen. So if you're in the area, go ahead and hit her up. Get your facial done. Even buy some products, guys, because I recommend those highly. I know it's been a week and a half, but I really love them, and I can't wait to do the video where we talk about them because I have so much to say.
Yeah, acai berry moisturizer.
Yeah, so good. All right, guys. So we will see you here in the next video. Bye.
Bye.